Hi, welcome to another edition of What the Fuck, Happenings to YouTube Atheist Community and Stickham Fun. Oh yeah, no Stickham. Tiny chat. Alright. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, there's no MP3. Yeah, I fucked up. Yeah, I had, and yeah, I know better. See, my technology is all just kind of wired together, and, I just can't touch the MP3 recorder. I have to turn it off first. If I pick it up, the battery, well, whatever, never mind. I blew it. Okay, that's all. So there's no MP3 file. And it was kind of good, actually, so that's kind of disappointing. But, shit happens. But it was kind of the same stuff. So it was right on this subject of this whole nihilist crap and this whole idea of objective value. So it really is consistent with the 400 hours of videos I've made anyway. And I got another 400 to go, probably. But it'd be nice if we could destroy nihilism. Just get out of the way and get to the reality of figuring out whether there's anything at all to make out of this life thing. Rationally. I'm not talking about emotionally. I just mean rationally. Just past all your desire bullshit, all your fairy tale chasing, the mechanism itself, and just understanding that there's no real way to perfect it. There really isn't. It's not going to work. So anyway, so it was an interesting night, though. I mean, the Wayward guy, Mike Bayul guy, Long Cat guy, somebody else. But anyway, so it's like, all the young blood, the comers. That didn't sound right. But there's probably some other word you're supposed to put in there, right? But anyway, let's see, I'm still tired. Yeah, so it was interesting. And there was some guy, I don't know, snarky guy, typical snarky guy. And so I wasted like 3 hours arguing with him. So that part was pretty good. There was some dead spots, it was the usual thing, usual way things work. But there was this chick. Yeah, so she's right there, actually. I'll do a reload. There should be another image. Yeah, Bonnie Girlable. Yeah. Anyway, there she is. She's really quite good. She plays the guitar and sings and shit, and she's just adorable and cute and charming and all that crap. And I wish, the Inmendham channel was what it used to be, and I could, in the old days, I could point to somebody's channel or their videos and I could get them real views, and you can't really do that anymore, and it just kind of sucks. I mean, people say, like, I got 8,000 subscribers. Well, I actually had 10,000 at one time, but, like, it means something. It doesn't mean shit. They're all useless subscribers. They don't watch my videos, so what good is a subscriber that doesn't watch your videos, right? I mean, that's just kind of pointless. So, yeah, I just don't have the clout, that I used to have, which is kind of disappointing because, Mike and Wayward Guy and all these people are, interesting humans, and they probably should get more attention than they're getting, and people should, but whatever, there's nothing I can do about it. There's probably something I could do about it. It's just that I got so many things I have to do something about that I just can't get to all this crap. That's pretty much the story. So anyway, I'm doing stuff. I'm always working on this crap. So, but sorry anyway for the MP3 file, because some of it I would have liked to have listened to some of it again, just because it was sort of an interesting argument, and I would have liked to analyze my own argument style, because I really was trying to get this guy to ask me a direct question, something I could really deal with, instead of I had to keep going through. It's like he kept asking me 14,000 different ways, to explain why red is different than blue or something. And it's like, can't we just establish the red-blue thing and let's move on to what you know what I mean. It just wasn't getting to the bottom line. It wasn't a way. I mean, we're resolving to a point where there was this point where you pretty much are just saying that he can't accept this idea that that value is created every time a sentient has a conscious experience. And I think that's really a good premise thing to start. I mean, something for me to really push, because if we can just get down to that idea that every time a sentient exists, every time a feeling thing arrives on Earth, it's an event. That this is meaningful. Because now value is flying out of it. It's in value states. Because then the only argument's going to be is whether there's anything really of positive value, and whether it's all really just downside potential. Things just ending up feeling worse and worse and worse into different levels of worseness. Eesh. So anyway, I mentioned Bonnie Girl. Well, yeah, I probably did. Yeah, she really is cute. She didn't talk much, but she really did help. I mean, it just helps, this aesthetically and whatever. It just pleases me that women's to do a little smile thing or something, and it just, whatever, neurons thing. Take some of the pressure off my brain, I guess. The blood, probably the lower blood pressure in your brain because it's going other. Well, never mind. You get the drift. But yeah, it does charm me. Yeah, it just gives you that. Ooh. Yeah. Well, whatever. Yeah. See, it's happening already. I mean, I'm just everything's slowing down here and speeding up in other places. Yeah. Wait, am I making a video? Yeah, I am. Oh, okay, sorry. I'm right in the middle of work. Can't be doing that. So where was I? Alright, so yeah, this isn't much news in the atheist community. Never is. It's just a bunch of turd heads, blah, 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 blah. But interestingly, I mean, that's another thing I gotta fix. One of these index things is doubling up sometimes. I gotta get rid of that. I mean, I thought I had a feature in there that stopped that from happening, but obviously it's failing. So I have to fix that. So much to do. No one's using this thing anyway. I mean, 3 people are. I think this is. I like it. I got it. Maybe I just get rid of the background. That's easier to read too. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do that. But I mean, I like it. Works for me anyway. So anyway, I did watch the Big Lundy guy, who I really don't care for, and who does look like he's getting a little fat. Yeah. So he's just looking a little chubby. Anyway, he did a response to the whole Luddite, not Luddite, what the fuck's his name? What the fuck is his name? It's probably there. Hop to the Day guy. Hustle the Day, 71. Who, has provoked this conversation, so people are chiming in on this subject of objective morality or ethics or value. And yeah, maybe it could be rephrased as just being rational values, reasonable values, because that's, I mean we can talk about objectivity, but obviously objectivity would imply, just by the sense of it, like say if we could just agree on a simple thing, that objectivity would be pulling away from my interior and getting a perspective that isn't polluted by strings of attachments and pollutants. So you get rid of the bias, and you also get a perspective that is complete, that gives you a full view. And so absolute and objective end up merging at some point. That as the perspective gets more and more perfect, it becomes an absolute perspective. So then you're sort of talking in terms of absolutes, but here we are stuck in a world where we can't have absolute or complete evidence of anything. We can only have, is beyond reasonable doubt, that's standard. And reasonable ends up being now a complex notion where it has to be all fact-based, right? So then you're getting reasonable is tied so much to logic, right? And then to keep logic clean, you have to avoid 2 things. And so this is where I'm getting to Hob today. Because his last video, he turned it into some sort of little gimmicky thing. The Millionaire Show or something, asking rhetorical questions. And there were 4 questions, but they're all 4 were the same question. And basically they have to do with this idea that it's not logical to say, to contradict yourself. To say cats don't like water, and then to say, cats are very good swimmers, or I don't know. Well, that would work actually, but you know what I'm saying. You can't contradict logic. Logic can't be contradictory. And the other argument would be is that the other standard for something logical is you can't balance a statement. A statement's being made that you've based on logic or based on facts and putting them together, and somebody can't make a counter explanation that measures up sufficiently to cast enough doubt on the reasonableness of, and the reasonableness is merely a statement of probability. Reasonable is like saying how probabilistic is it? Is it really, if it's really probabilistic, then it's very reasonable. If it's not as probabilistic, then it's, the standard gets lower and lower. But the idea is to cast doubt on the exclusivity of that one interpretation of the facts. So interpretation is probably an important word here. And that's sort of the obligation of somebody who's going to contend that a statement regarding value is fundamentally incapable of describing reality because they're claiming value is non-tangible and non-existent. Well, that's fine, they can claim that, but they have to do more than just say it doesn't exist. They have an obligation to explain how it's unreasonable to calculate it as existing. How they have to cast doubt on the facts that point to that conclusion. Because they exist. The facts do exist. The fact that we are conscious. They're like I said, it's not that they just exist out there, and we can argue about whether that house is brown or whether it's green. In my opinion, there is no argument, but whatever. Let's say we could argue about it, and we could have a debate about it. The bottom line is what's going to prove it. And what's going to prove it is how good your argument is that it's green. Because the brown is all over the place. And more importantly, the key witness, me, okay, I have direct evidence. I have not just circumstantial evidence. I have direct evidence. It's right, I'm conscious. So, if you're going to make a claim about consciousness, well, damn, it's better be a little bit consistent with what I'm experiencing. Because if it's not going to work. It's a claim against it. You can't tell me, like I've said it before, but there's like a 1 trillion point difference between me sitting here making this video and me sitting here with this screwdriver jabbed in my eye. It's a 1,000,000 billion point difference. They're so far away from each other as being things that are different. It's dramatically different. The universe, my universe, is dramatically different if this screwdriver has penetrated my eye. It's just dramatically different. And you can't tell me it's not dramatically different. So you're going to have to explain how that dramatic difference doesn't matter. That it's not a real difference. That it's only like the difference between green and brown. It's differenter. Very differenter. So anyway, but it is sad that we have to waste all this time. Why should I have to waste any time at all explaining how it's really significant difference? I without screwdriver, I with screwdriver. I shouldn't have to explain how that's a dramatic difference. I really shouldn't have to. Even planet Earth shouldn't be this lame that I should have to do that. That I should have to explain how preposterously different those two things are. But that's the evasion here. That's the power of the delusions. The God delusion, the nihilist delusion, the let's try to, put lipstick on this pig. That's all people are doing. They're just putting on the lipstick on the pig of life because they need to do it for their own self-justification. They need to make themselves prettier. They need to make their race prettier. They need to make their nationality prettier. They need to make their family pretty. They need to make every single thing they've invested in prettier. Because the news is always just going to be pointing out, news, I'm saying facts, that you're all rapists and morons. You're dumb Borg microbes with scheming radar and maniacal take programs So anyway, this isn't a proper video either. I'm working on it. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So where was I? I don't know if there's anything else, right? How come there's somebody liked an Anaconda VOD video? That seems totally inappropriate. Well, way out of the realm of reasonable. Yeah. Anyway. So, My Misery Me. Got another one there. That'll be good. Google sucks. Good. It's Google sucks video. That's good to point out. Yeah, why aren't these updating? They should be updating. Let's check. Let's see. That's the bad guy page. Yeah. Whose page is this? These aren't their videos. Strange. That must be a like page. Yeah, okay, I was on the wrong page. Ah, there's the evil people. Greytex. Warbles. Let's see. Mr. Whitetail Swamp Wallaby. I don't remember that video showing up. I thought there were two different videos, but yeah, I made two of the same videos, but the icons look the same. That's funny. I mean, these two images are almost the same image, apparently. Yeah, just look how they turned out on the index. Yeah, see, they came out looking identical, but they're different. Fruitcake. No, they're both saying the same titles. Fruitcake, fruitcake. So somehow it missed one of Warble's videos. Strange. Well, it's probably Warble's fault. He probably did something to fuck it up. Yeah, he's a fuck up. Probably his phone or something fucked it up. That is strange, though. Anyway, doesn't really probably matter much at all. Maybe he changed the image, because if somebody breaks the image, then sometimes they won't index because the image is broken. That still doesn't seem like a good enough answer. Alright, I don't want to waste your time. Sorry. So I gotta move anti-bullshit man probably to this evil person page. Probably. Is it, I mean, fuck nihilists for anti-natalism. That's like, I don't know, what is that like? Let me think of something that's like, it probably has something to do with like rapists for feminism. Like they want women to feel strong enough to like, walk to their car in the dark because it'll make them easier to rape. So therefore women feeling confident, so they'll be more rapeable. Yeah. But yeah, fuck nihilists, really. I mean, fuck. Jesus, who's got patience for that nonsense? Yeah. Did I mention Bonnie girl? Yeah, she really was quite charming. So anyway, I think I've done all I can do here. Just completed this video. So anyway, I'm sorry. I'm just not. I mean, fucking up the MP3 was just stupid. I mean, it's just. But I burned cookies in the. I mean, I'm not performing. Peak thing. I'm falling off peak, and I'm somewhere bouncing off things and whatever. I gotta do better. I know I gotta do better. But I have no hope. I really don't. I got way too many. I can't, I gotta fix this thing. I gotta do this thing. I gotta do that. I got all this shit on my list. I am adding little things, little by little. I did add the gaming thing. So, if you game it here, like there's a little G here. I mean, can't see that, but there's a little G there on one of these things. And, if you hit it, it does the, game the page. But look at it. I mean, it loads 1 billion images. Look at all the images from all those videos. Which is sort of cool, actually, because it's so many videos. And so if you just say game these, it does fill in the concentration game. And then you can just see who's in the, there's Hop to Today in gray text. There's Hop to Today again. Let's see, oh, we got a match. And there's, hey, there's Mike Bayou guy. Oh, conference report doing this banana thing. That was really kind of, make me want to puke. Oh, look, I got that. That was, what do you call that? Shangri-La or something. It's just dumb luck. Ooh, there's that evil, whatever his name is. Slock of God. And that was Old Fan. Hey, look, there's Old Fan, and there's Old Fan. Ooh, I'm doing good. There's Great Tex again. Oh, I already did that Great Tex. Try this one. No. Ooh, Fred and the Banana. Is that Fred? Oh, that's not Fred and the Banana. Ooh, I remember him though. Shock of God guy. Oops, 4? Yeah, 4. And then Fred's over here. And Fred's over here. Ooh, did okay there. Ooh, red thing. I'm going to go over to 6. Ooh, look at that. I was pretty clever. Wow. That was a pretty good guess, Gary. There's 2 Warbles videos. They're different Warbles. That was pretty... Now, what was the odds of that? 2 Warbles and they're different ones. Oh, I did that Great Text thing again. That is such a dumb mistake. Let's just go right next to it, see what happens. No. That would have been... Oh, there's Warbles and there's Warbles. Alright, 14. Have we done 14? Well, let's do this corner. That's Mike. Now, Mike was right in here somewhere, right? 20. He was 22 or 16, right? Ooh, I got it right. Pretty good, pretty good. Alright, there's Warbles again. That was a mistake. I shouldn't have hit Warbles again. 7? Oh, man. This might be my greatest score ever if I don't fuck up these last 5. Let's do 9. Okay, that's that funny looking thing. Wasn't that down here? Ooh, it was. Okay, now this is pretty good. This is pretty good. Great. Oh, why did I hit Great Text again? See, why does it keep going back to that stupid tub of crap? Alright, so you think it could be here? You think? Should I go for it? No, I blew it. Oh, so I had a perfect score and I ruined it. Damn, I could have been under 40. I mean, under 40 would have been a great score. But I got a 40, which is still, that's a good score. But, you know, I blew it. I could have been under 40. So anyway, it's sort of interesting, and then you can hit this thing just to, whatever, load them all. I don't know if it does. I have to make this do full screen or something just to make it more interesting. But it just loads images, and that's all it does for the rest of time. So, yeah, so, oh, Snake Plissken. Oh, no, that's scary. Pretty interesting. Okay. So, yeah, sort of for free. It's for free. Alright, anyway. I'll just reload this. Should get me back to where I was. There we go. Alright, so I'll be watching this here Misery of Me video. And thank you. Yeah, I forgot to do that thank you thing. Thank you to the people who showed up for the tiny chat thing. We did have more people, and Paul's ego, I think, was in the text, which was cool. So maybe he'll come up sometime. I haven't seen Paul in a while. Like his new, you know, I'm cleaning up my life kind of attitude. It's good. Feeling a little better. You know, I mean, you feel better that people feel better. But yeah, you do know life is just off the cliff kind of thing. But it's when you're driving off the cliff, you don't want people hysterical or crying or moaning about it. You just kind of want to have a pleasant conversation as you're flying off the cliff, right? I mean, you don't want to have to go through all that whole hysterical thing. Hysterics are no good. So, yeah, Paul's a good guy to go flying off the cliff with, right? So, anyway, enough of a video and such. Yeah, sometimes, I mean, you might have noticed old videos pop up here. And that's like, this is an old Metamorph video. And this is even an old Pink Moon that's a week old. And Anti-Bullshit Man is like 9 months old. And Rena Webb, she's just charming. Anyway, yeah, I'll make her bigger. Yeah. She's just amazing. Look at that face. Holy shit. Anyway, yeah, it's just that, you know, the people who have not made videos recently, it gets to, you know, their videos end up coming down to the bottom of the list, and so they end up getting popped back up because they're the only videos on their video page. I probably could stop that, but I think it's almost a good idea to promote people who don't make videos too often, just to see if you could encourage them to make more videos, right? So, I'll probably keep that flaw in, because it's probably a feature, not a flaw. Right? Yeah. Alright. So I think that's enough. And such, yeah, it was Grey Guy's birthday, and so that went okay. Nobody died, as far as I know. Well, Old Fan might have, I don't know. I haven't seen, you know, she had her wisdom teeth pulled out. And, you know, she did make a video afterward. And I was just saying to myself, oh man, she's just, you know, she hasn't seen what happens yet. It's that first day. It's just so, you know, like the first day is okay. The second day is just, that's just fuck. Life is over. It's like that with any major injury kind of thing, right? I mean, the first day isn't so bad. It's the next day that's really tough. So anyway, until next time and such. Yeah, I mean, when the pain really shows up.